What's happening, people? You're welcome to the Fight Week show, and I'm just bringing you a quick recap of UFC 274. UFC 274 went live last night. Um, some of the fights were lackluster, to say the least. The co-main event with the write-up in there. Some of the fights on on the early card. Um, a lot of split decisions. People not Fighters not really taking the fight to the other guy. But look, at the end of the day, it's the fight game, and sometimes the fight game can go like that. The fight game can um people can be cagey, fighters can be cagey sometimes, and this is one of those situations where some fighters they just became cagey on the night, and it didn't work out well for them. It didn't work out well for them. Um, yeah, big up everybody in the house. Thank you everyone for joining. Dan TRC, Diego C, Palace. Thank you very much, my bro. Hope you're well. Um, yeah, big night for Charles Do Bronx Oliveira. Um, I mean, he lost his title, he lost his belt because he didn't make weight. He claimed he made weight. He made weight, but by Thursday night or something like that. He claimed he made weight, but the actual official weighing is on a Friday. Come Friday, he's gonna have a pound over, and he can't shake it off. He can't get rid of it. So when you look at what it cost him, it's cost him his title because it got stripped soon as the bell rung. Now the title's vacant. His opponent now, Justin Gaethje, he came in fine. He made weight. He was back rehydrating. He got up to 165 by the time Drew Bronx was still trying to shake off the 0.5 of the weight cut. He come in. He looked nice. I thought his preparation was good, but you can never prepare for the real thing when you get into the octagon, and that's what these guys showed last night. I mean, and you're right, Diego. The crowd were ruthless last night to some of the fighters. Um, I thought the OSP Shogun Ruafa is a typical example, and the Rose Namahines and Kala Esparza fight was another example of one of those situations. Excuse me. Um, but when you look at the way Do Bronx, uh, so I was walking into the octagon, I was even saying to my missus, like, but I want to see if he's loose. That's the one thing I want to see. And that guy can take a hit. I mean, every fight that he's been in, go look at every fight that he's been in since challenging for the title, since challenging for the title to defending the titles. He's been dropped in every single one of them. He's been dropped at least once, and he will invite you into his guard, but nobody wants to go into that guard. They're all scared of that guard, and for good reasons. For good reasons. You see what he did to Poirier. You see what you see what he did to Justin last night. Justin dropped him a couple times, good couple times with some wicked left hooks. I thought Oliveira was done. I really did. But this guy does it time and time and time again. Um, gets back up, walks right through that adversity, and finally found a way to clean Justin with drop Justin with the right, and then he just swarmed him and he just jumped in there. As soon as he got him locked and it was transitioning, I knew it was over. It was only a matter of time before Justin tapped out. I thought Justin was going to go to sleep. To be fair to him, I thought Justin was going to go to sleep because Justin, we know, typically does not tap out. He'd rather go to sleep, but he had to tap on this one. The choke was so tight, and he went passing out. So he had to tap on that one. The big up Craig Molloy, sent to you, bro. So the co-main event, it's 5 rounds that I'd never get back. That's how I'm gonna say it. That's how I feel about it. It's 5 rounds that I'm never gonna get back between that fight with Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza. I mean, The takedowns were not really takedowns. The grappling was not really there. Rose wasn't really doing no striking. I mean, Carla Esparza is getting married next week. You don't even look like she's been in a fight, and she just won the title, and she went 5 rounds. What kind of thing is that? You know what I mean? If I was Rose, I would make sure she goes to that wedding ugly blood. I would make sure her face is all battered and bruised, eyelids are shot, all of that. I'll make sure she gets transported. You know what I mean? You bring the war to her so she knows when she gets to that wedding thing. Um, you know, she's gonna be wearing the war wounds. But the only thing she's gonna be wearing at that wedding is the title. That's the only thing she's gonna be wearing at that wedding. It's the title. And Rose has only got herself to blame. I watched the post-fight press conference, and to be fair, this is one side of it that, you know what I mean, I wasn't really feeling. She sounded a little salty in the press, in the presser, talking about Carla only takes people down. That's all she literally does. She's an MMA fighter, and if she's a wrestler, a certified wrestler, she's gonna be looking to take you down if you give her the chance to take you down, and that's exactly what Carla did. The takedown is pretty much what wanted for Carla. It wasn't even a takedown, and Rose was talking about she made a takedown of her own. You know, how did you made a takedown with 8 seconds to go at the end of round 5? Why weren't you doing that from the first round? Why weren't you doing that from the first round? You know, so that's just one of those I'll never understand from Rose. I don't know what happened. Look, I watched Easy's breakdown, and he said it. He was spot on. He said sometimes, even though you've had a loss and you've gotten better right through your career, there's some losses that you just don't get over, and this one might be one of them. He actually called it. He said Rose might not have got through that loss that she had against Carla Esparza, and you could see she was so tentative. She didn't want to engage. She stayed. She was keeping her distance, all that sort of stuff. It was bad. It was bad. It was a bad fight. And I'm not sure if they're gonna allow her to run it again, because she's lost twice to Carla now. I don't know if Carla will want to fight her again. She's lost twice. So big up Carla Esparza on her win, and she's getting married next week. That win person is gonna come handy. You know what I mean? Not that they didn't have it sorted before, but hey, congratulations to Carla Esparza on being the new strawweight champion. The next fight on the card, Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson. Wow, what a fight. Tony Ferguson looked good. He looked fantastic coming into that fight. Tony, man, I mean, he dropped Chandler in the first round. So Chandler scrambling, and every time Chandler tried to get in there, he was just getting tagged by Tony. Tony had him sussed out, and then Chandler, he had that takedown. Big entry, very, very clean entry from Chandler. Strong takedown, kept Tony on his back, but we know what Tony is like on his back. Tony was working off his back with them elbows, dropping them elbows in. It was working, it looked right, it looked good. Even with the takedown, I still give that first round to Tony. After Tony won that round, that's even with the takedown with Chandler. Second round, the very first strike, reminiscing of Chito Vera on Frankie Edgar. Reminiscent, almost carbon copy. Foot to the mouth, bam, face plants. Face plants Tony Ferguson. He was the only one that got transported last night. And the commission is definitely going to be giving him a suspended he's going to be getting a medical suspension from that knockout there. It took a while for them to get him back to consciousness and get him sat on the stool. He didn't really know what had happened. He was asking the ref what happened. Tony Ferguson. I mean, Dana was talking about him having a long layoff. You know, that's how they're feeling about Tony Ferguson. But I don't think he did that bad until that knockout. Like, he looked so good. It was like the Tony Ferguson of old. He was feeling the whole thing. He had a fantastic first round, man. But hey, you know, with the knockout like that, who cares about that fantastic first round, right? With a knockout like that. And everyone that won last night, I see Chandler's promo was really, really good. Chandler's promo was good. Let me quickly come to what the chat's saying. Diego says here, the front kick from Chandler was up there with the best. Boom, boom. Chandler and Oliveira Both now want a slice of Conor. Dana is on notice. Now, Diego, I was saying this to Dan T this morning. And big up to Static as well, man. Salute to you, Static. Hope you're good. I was saying to Dante this morning that did you notice? Yeah, they saying they put Dana on notice, but Conor ain't ready to fight. Yeah, and Dana's already come out and said it. The one name that none of these brothers called out was Islam. Yeah, that's right. None of them calling out Islam. None of them calling out Benil Darush. You notice how they ain't calling out them brothers there. Yeah, none of them calling out Darush. None of them calling out Islam. Yeah, because they know what time it is. About put Dana on notice. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Stop that. But hey, it was a good fight from Chandler. I felt it caught a really, really good promo. His promo was the best. His post fight octagon interview I thought was the best out of the lot. Fantastic from Chandler. I like the way he celebrated with his son, his family, all of that. You know what I mean? It was a really, really good moment from Chandler, and those are the things that I like to see after fights. Now, Mauricio Shogun Rua lost to OSP. I thought OSP was going to come with, was going to come with the goods. I picked OSP to win this fight, and he did. He did a lot of front kicks, but again, another split decision. There was not a lot of nothing that was going on in that fight there. You know what I mean? Shogun Rua was square, just trying to catch OSP. OSP was light on his toes. He moved around, delivered a lot of front kicks to the body. He wasn't able to get him out of there this time, but good fight. On the whole, very, very, very good fight by the standards of these two, because these two, OSP going to be OAP very, very soon. You know what I mean? So Shogun Rua, these man's are OAPs of that division, man. You know what I mean? They don't want to be seeing people like Rakic. They don't want to be seeing people like Jiri Prohaska. They don't want to be seeing young lions like that. You know what I mean? So salute to those guys. On putting it out there, you know what I mean? They still came out there. It's the fight game, and I want to show respect for the fight game. I want to show respect for the fighters, because sometimes it's not always appealing to the eyes, you know what I mean, what they do. But hey, you know what? They still come out there and put on the show for the fans, and big up to those guys. Randy Brown versus Chaos Williams, another one that I thought was really gonna fucking I thought it was gonna be a big, you know what I mean? It was gonna be a big one. I thought there was gonna be some knockouts, there was some submission or something. Another split decision, you know what I mean? We got fed with split decisions last night, man. It's crazy, man. Bare split decisions. But look, on the whole, it's a good pay-per-view, and this is what I always say about fight night cards. Fight night cards, everybody they throw it down on the line, man. Everybody put in work on fight night cards. Fight night cards. Those fighters don't take it for granted because they want to get on the pay-per-view cards, so you get all the action from those guys, man. For me, if you really want to see finishes, you want to see real fights, yeah, pay-per-views are good, but fight nights is where it's at, man. Fight nights is where you go and see all the proper vicious shit. You know what I mean? It gets crazy up there in fight nights, and the finishes that you saw there with Chandler, you will see every time. Every time on fight nights, man. For real. Just before I jump off, I'm gonna be going on Legona's channel, so check us out on there. We're gonna be doing the watch along for the Arsenal versus Leeds game on there. Canelo lost. It keeps going up in weight classes. And people, my boxing friends that I already spoke to, they say to me, "Hey, going up in weight classes, it's not an excuse, because it's been higher than that before. But it caught a loss with Bivol. Bivol got very, very good hands. I've seen some of the highlights of it, and yeah, he just gave him all he could handle. I really felt Canelo could have probably shown a bit more aggression in this fight. he didn't, and you know, it cost him his belt. It cost him his belt. What's next for Canelo? Um, we'll see. You know, it's not over for him here. He's trying to build a legacy, and Usman and my boy Ali Abdulaziz, they keep throwing a wrench in there, man. They keep throwing a wrench in there. You see it? Yeah, Diego, it was hard for me to multitask with 274 and Canelo with Bivol, man. But big up to you, man. You know what I mean? You're a real one. You're a real fight fan, man. You know what I mean? When you do it like that, you're a real fight fan, my guy. Ola, what's the reason behind boxers going up in weight classes? It doesn't always work out. Well, it's worked out for Canelo up until now. You know, it worked out for Bellew. You know, Bellew went up there, fought Hayes. It worked out for him, beat Hayes twice. You know, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that's just the thing in the fight game. Sometimes it pays off. You know, Mayweather moved multiple weight classes and never lost. You know, so there's examples of fighters that do that. Sometimes some fighters, they move weight classes, go up or lower because maybe they've lost enough in the current weight class and they need a fresh coat of paint, a different look, a different feel. And you know, it's just one of those. It's one of those. Salute to you, Nippon NS Sport TV. Yeah, go subscribe to his channel. Big up to you, Nippon. Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Like I said, it's just a quick recap of the combat sports. What happened last night? It was a good one, a good card. And oh yeah, on Bellator, Ryan Bader and Czech Congo. That card there, Ryan Bader just did the basics. This was on Friday night. Ryan Bader did the basics, just the basics wrestling. You know what I mean? Just held down Czech Congo the whole time. 5 rounds, held him down there. But he defended his title, kept his title, and Yoel Romero on the co-main event, he brought the old vintage Yoel Romero back, and he was fantastic. Fantastic. He dealt with police. He got him out. Well, yeah. I mean, the amount of times he dropped him, he was like a tiger just toying with like a little deer, a little baby deer or something like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. But fantastic outing from Yoel Romero. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for joining in, people. Everybody that watched live, all of you that's going to watch on playback, salute to all of you. Thank you for joining me. And until the next video, hasta la vista. Salute.